Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's safe during this tropical storm Ophelia that we're having. I know we're getting a lot of wind and rain here in Virginia today. Anyway, today we have what I call the Harvard FUGU because the bezel has that Harvard crimson color. The model number is NY0156-04E. Let's check this thing out. Guys, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this watch. I do get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. And it's quite a discount from the Citizen website. From this one to the Citizen is quite a substantial discount. So anyway, check out my Amazon channel if you want to pick this thing up. You'll save yourself a ton of money. All right, so familiar Citizen mini scuba tank packaging. Got your outer box here. Then you have your little mini scuba tank. These have become famous kind of in their own right, man. Everybody loves collecting these things. There are multiple different colors of these, depending if you get like a limited edition model. Like I know they have one now that's red for Australia because of that new diver they have. Anyway, they're really cool and they come in different colors and different sizes. They also have some of the older ones are really skinny and long, and those are the yellow ones. Anyway, you might see some of these in different shapes and colors. I absolutely love them. All right, down here, I did take out one keeper. For these watches, I only like to have one, so I did take out one. So here's the other one, and I just put it back in the box. Here is the hang tag right there. Let me see, there you go. There's your hang tag right there. And then of course you get your little pamphlet that tells you to go online to register for the warranty and all that good stuff. And you know, if you need a manual, then I don't know what to tell you. These are really simple watches to operate. But anyway, that little pamphlet down there tells you where to go to look for all that stuff. All right, let's get this out of the way. Here's your first glimpse of the watch. There you go. Man, I love that. I just love the color, and that's why I got it. Honestly, I just like the color of the bezel. I really do. Just a fantastic looking color, man. Very masculine. Just a great looking watch. These third gens are really knocking it out of the park. Citizen's done a fantastic job with these. All right, as usual, I'll go and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know, and I'll put the rest of the stuff down there in the description field. You're looking at a 44mm stainless steel case. It's 13.3 millimeters thick. It's 48.5 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on a 20mm polyurethane strap. It is water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. It's also ISO compliant, by the way. It does have an 8204 with a 42-hour power reserve, and you do get a sapphire crystal. If you want to learn everything else about the watch, you know, like it's got the etched FUGU Pufferfish logo on the back. It is windable, it is hackable, 120 click unidirectional bezel, all of that stuff. Check down there in the description field if you really want to nerd out and check out all the specs on this thing. Again, I love this thing, and I'm calling it the Harvard because of that bezel, that crimson red bezel. Now, a couple facts about Harvard, and this is not a video telling you about Harvard, but that place just absolutely fascinates me. It was founded in 1636 in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and it's named after its first benefactor, Puritan clergyman John Harvard. So that makes this place 387 years old. It's obviously the oldest university in the United States. It's also one of the most expensive, for being about $350,000 for 4 years. Probably more like $400,000 for 4 years when you add in incidentals and other stuff. It also has the largest endowment in the world at $51 billion. Good Lord of mercy. Anyway, really interesting place. Again, the oldest institute of higher learning in the United States. It's not the oldest in the world by far. I think that's University of Bologna. I can't say that. University of Bologna in Italy. That's been around for, like 1,000 years or something. It's ridiculous. Anyway, again, I just love this look of that crimson bezel. It also has a nice little pop of red on the second hand as well. This, again, this is the 3rd generation, so you get those trapezoidal indexes. Really cool. They got a nice little chrome border around each one of them. Nice date window. I think it's a little bit bigger date window than the previous version. Obviously, you've got the text down there at 6 o'clock, Divers 200, automatic. You have an inner chapter ring. You can see the little designation there. Of course, you got your outer bezel. Let me show you the click action Really nice 120 click action. Super, super satisfying to do, by the way, too. And of course, it being a Citizen, everything lines up. Again, I mean, I say this on literally every Citizen video I do. I have almost never had a bad watch come from that. It's just ridiculous. I don't know how they do it. One of the best crowns, I think, in the industry. Look at all that knurling. It's so satisfying to unscrew and screw back in. Let me see if you can hear the crown pop. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. But anyway, really nice, strong crown pop, so you know it's been unscrewed. Push it back in. If I can get my big hands in here and start screwing it back in. There we go. Screw it back in. Definite stopping point, which is nice. Of course, it is a signed crown. This is a very familiar bezel that you see in a lot of Citizen dive watches. You'll see us on that Solar, you know, the one of the most popular watches they've ever made. This one right here. Same bezel on the Solar watch as on this one. Anyway, what else I want to tell you about? You got, it's basically polished right here on the underside. Kind of a matte finish or a brush finish right here on the lugs. Again, you got that super nice crown, signed crown with tons of knurling. And that's pretty much it for the case. Let's go ahead and open this up. Again, I took one of these keepers off just because I don't like to have both of those keepers. I wish this polyurethane strap was a little bit softer. I mean, it's not bad. They've done a lot better in recent years. But Seiko has one that's super soft, man, and supple. I know some of y'all hate it when I say that word. Anyway, this could just be a little bit softer, but it does, you know, it gets the job done. Here is your Caseback. Now with this third generation, they have made that etching a lot deeper for the Pufferfish logo. Of course, it tells you everything else you need to know. You know, it's an automatic, service center only. You don't want to crack this thing open yourself. You want to send it to the service center if you ever had any issues with it, which you probably never will. Of course, you got your seal number. It says Sapphire right there. Let you know it has a sapphire crystal. It's a fantastic Caseback. Obviously, a Screwdown Caseback. It's got some radial brushing, as you can see. A little radial action. Watch feels fantastic on the, you know, the wrist, which I will show you here in just a second. It's incredibly legible, and I love the fact that, you know, you can just a glance, you can tell what time it is. You don't have to, you know, try to decipher anything or stare at the watch for 5 seconds to figure out what time it is. Incredibly legible, just a fantastic, masculine, good-looking watch. I absolutely love it. Citizen has been absolutely killing it in the last probably, what, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Remember, they sponsored me back in 2020 with this third gen. Let me show you that thumbnail. I think I showed you the thumbnail on the last watch I did, which was the NY0156-04E. Anyway, they sponsored me 3 years ago when they brought these out. And they've been bringing out tons of different new automatics, like the Suyosa, that new titanium diver. Citizen is absolutely killing it, man. I know Seiko is probably shaking in their boots a little bit because Seiko they can't keep up with Citizen's quality. I don't know how Citizen does it. Anyway, fantastic watches. All right, let me go try this thing on. And then we'll get you a Lume shot of that famous Citizen kind of cobalt blue proprietary Lume. There you go. Good looking watch, man. Just love that red. I absolutely love that red color, man. I like that one before it. The one I did before this, I don't know, a few weeks ago, whatever, a few months ago. That one with the textured dial that had the Pufferfish. You know where the Pufferfish makes like a design in the sand. Anyway, this is what I'm talking about. At first I thought it was like that textured dial was supposed to be like black seaweed or something. And then one of y'all pointed out to me, no, man, that's the pattern in the sand the Pufferfish does when it's trying to mate. I was like, crap. Anyway, thanks whoever did that. But anyway, again, fantastic watch. Fits really comfortably. Again, I just wish the strap was just a tad bit softer. All right, let's go ahead and take it off. Let's kill the studio lights, kill these monitors, and let's get you a Lume shot of this very famous now proprietary Citizen Lume. Now, we all know it's probably some sort of formulation of Super Luminova. God, look, it's already shining like crazy. And that's just from the studio lights. All right, let's go ahead and zap this thing. I mean, next to Seiko's Lumibright, you really can't touch Citizen's Lume. Look at that, really nice. I like the fact that it makes those reflections around the crystal too. So it looks like you have extra little lume points. See them right there where my thumb is pointing? It's like they're little extra lume points. And it does it all the way around the crystal. That's really cool. I like how they do that. All right, so there you go. There is the lume on this thing. I knew it was going to be fantastic. Citizen, guys, they might be my favorite watch brand, honestly, just because I love the designs. I love their quality. They're just fantastic watches. And it's funny. A lot of y'all say, you're like the only guy that does a lot of Citizen reviews. And I've been kind of noticing that that's true. I don't understand why more people aren't doing Citizen reviews. But hey, man, it's up, they can review what they want, obviously, but Citizen just kills it, absolutely kills it. And I was really, really pleased and flabbergasted, honestly, when they reached out to me a few years ago to review these 3rd gens. So the 2nd gens, I think, didn't have a sapphire crystal, and they didn't have a movement that hacked. Obviously, this has a movement that hacks. So those were the main differences, and that etching was a lot deeper on these than on the previous models. So there you go, man. Again, these come in multiple different flavors, multiple different colors. So you'll definitely be able to find the one you want. A lot of people like those those full lume dials. Let me show you that. A lot of people love those. Those are really cool. In fact, I need to get one of those to kind of add to my collection. Those are really nice where the whole dial looms up. But anyway, so that's really about it, guys. If you want to pick up one of these, head on over to my Amazon site. They're $329. I'll make sure to put that link down there in the description field. And guys, that's really about it. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell if you like my content. If you don't like my content, I apologize. There are plenty of other reviewers out there. I'm sorry I didn't grab your business by subscribing, but hey, man, I'm trying. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. I got a new sponsorship coming up in probably next weekend. A big new sponsor for the channel. Anyway, I'll tell you about that. And that's about it for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next review. Take care.